What's one thing that you don't like that's Mexican that will get your Mexican card taken away? Like, there's got to be one thing. Like, there's people that don't like chile. You know, like
some people don't like tortillas. Like,
okay, what about you?
Like, nah, fuck no.
You like everything?
Shit, lo que caiga, you know,
frijoles. A mí no me gusta
el
pinche ceviche.
No, ya valiste.
no me gusta el pinche ceviche, güey.
This motherfucker says no. Where's your card? I need your ID and your passport. Done.
Wait, I swear, I met.
You're the manager. You're the
manager. I ain't never had a silver spoon. Granny house on the couch in the living room. If you living what you rapping.
Welcome to another episode of the Forever Up podcast, episode number 8. Today in the house, special guest, Sadboy Loko. Give it up. Man, desde Santa Barbara, California, desde Santa Barbara, Califas, Sadboy Loko, welcome. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me.
So you came straight from Santa Barbara right now, or what?
Little pit stop here and there.
Okay. What's the first thing you do?
But, you know, I gotta get you.
No hay pedo. Yo, what's the first thing you do when you wake up, bro? Cuando te levantas y...
Brush the grill. If you miss that, you're a dirtbag.
No, I get
Brush the grill and then, coffee. First things first.
Cafecito. Sin piquete, right?
Raw.
Con piquete?
Yeah, raw. It depends. If you're little, you know, it's gonna be a long day. Ya sabes.
What's up, man? So there's Santa Barbara, California, born and raised in Santa Barbara, man. Most people cuando van a Santa Barbara, when they go, they think like, you know, beaches and launching the boats. Let's go see some dolphins. La fregada. So what's it really like, bro, from someone who's a native?
I mean, where I was raised, it's just your typical neighborhood, you know? Mm-hmm. Eloteros, paleteros, ice cream trucks, kids running around, you know?
All right.
I mean, you go to the hilltops, yeah, there's paradise. You know?
Paraíso right there.
Our hilltops is like LA's Hollywood. You feel me?
Yeah.
Ahí está.
Would it be like Goleta, like that?
Nah, Montecito.
Montecito?
Like, Montecito to us is like Hollywood to you guys.
You made it out there. Oh, you got a casa right there, Montecito. Well, now that you've established yourself and you've made a really good career for yourself, has llegado un momento where you want to buy a house? You want to buy a house in Santa Barbara, like in Montecito, or?
Nah, Montecito, it's too many neighbors, you know what I mean? Like, where they are, ya te conocen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere where you can chill, just coffee in the front. You just chill, no cop passing by and knows you, you know? You're just chilling,
Secluded in el desierto somewhere, bro, mejor, no?
I don't got to worry about nobody, you know?
That's what's up. It seems like you've worried a lot about, you know, your life and a lot of the stuff that's been going on with your life. You know, given social media, you hear news, you hear rumors, you hear a lot of things, man. I want to get to a point where you first started in this music industry. How did you first get your start? When did you first start writing? And how did you kind of maneuver the music and all the hood shit that was going on in your life at the moment?
I mean, where you grow, it's going to be part of your environment. It's going to be in your music. It's going to be, I mean, it's what you're living by, you know?
Right.
But, I mean, growing up, I started rapping. It was just for the hood, me and the homies, you know what I mean? But yeah, like once you start reaching that, like you start getting fan base, like you start being recognized and stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, cambia la cosa, cambia la situación. So it's more like you got to take it serious, like, you know. Like,
when did you first take it serious? Like, what pivotal moment in your life made it take, like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it serious right now?
Yeah, it was like early 2000s, you know. Yeah, just like I got to do this shit right, you know.
Was it something in your life that happened, like a very powerful moment or something that made you say, fuck it, this is what I'm gonna do, and kind of drive away from the gang shit?
Well, that shit, I mean, you're young. When you're young, you're active, you know. Andas desmadroso para allá para arriba, but it was just, I had to do what you got to do. Kids got to do what the kids got to do, you know. But yeah, like I said, once you get through situations in life where it's like, oh damn, all this shit can get snatched from you like that, it's like, all right, yeah.
Gas tuvo bueno.
Yeah, échale gas poquito, and then all right, pump break, you know, chill for a minute, enjoy life, enjoy the little things, you know, because that's what you take for granted. Through
tattoo, I'm still here, and that's what I'm getting to, because you realize you're still there. You had the song,
Simón,
I'm still here. And something happened, and was that the moment? Was that the moment where you said, fuck it, le va a dar recio?
That was one of the situations. I mean, you know what I mean? That's another experience where it's like, all right, cool. Like, and you know what I mean? Las cosas pasan real quick. So it's like, all right, But I mean, that's what got me one of my biggest records when I was young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like starting off. So I was like, man, shit happens for a reason.
What was the budget in that video? Porque it was super simple, pero you had
Simple
so
as
much to
fuck.
say, dog. But it was very, very powerful.
Man,
you know,
it was probably like $300.
And gas or what?
Nah, I just broke out the homie, man. Like, here, toma, you know?
Whatever. Ay, lo que
Yeah.
se pueda, compa. Cuando empezaste a hacer música, and you started writing your own stuff, now you're starting to take it seriously. You know, what's one moment or one big moment in your life cuando dijiste, okay, ahora sí, ya llegué, ya me están tomando en serio? ¿Cuáles movidas fueron como para llegar a ese momento, like to get to that point? Like, what kind of moves you have to do, man?
Ain't no castle built overnight. Just know that, you know, you got to put in work, you know?
Right.
Like, and at the beginning of mine, I didn't get no cosigns or nothing. So it was just like
It's hard.
grinding, shows and shit. At some point, I didn't even know, and my old producer was paying for the shows, you know?
Simon.
And I was over here like nah, I'm not gonna pay to do shows, fuck that, you know? Pride gets to you, but at some time in your career,
You gotta take that shit to the
you gotta
side,
take that
dog.
shit serious and invest in yourself, porque si no, if you don't believe in yourself, who the fuck's gonna believe in you, you know?
Yeah, I keep hearing that in this industry. You are your biggest fan, dog. No
Yeah.
one's gonna be the best promoter but
No.
yourself.
No.
And I'm telling you, you promoted yourself hella hard, dog. Porque in this industry, to make it mainstream, to get to that crossover point, and being how you are, where you come from, looking the part of a Chicano rapper and all
Yeah.
this stuff. Would you consider yourself a Chicano rapper or
Yeah.
just a rapper?
I'm a Mexican, baby.
Hell
You
yeah.
already know what it is.
So, you know, with all that, ponle que son obstacles in the mainstream industry. How do you surpass that shit, dog? ¿Me entiendes? It's a big moment, but like, how do you get to that point?
I mean, now, we were just talking about that earlier. Like, we're everywhere. So it's not, those barriers are getting broken. We're already up in there. You can't go nowhere right now where a Latino's face is not there. You can't walk into a club where you're not hearing Latino music. Like, we're everywhere. Like, movies, like, you name it,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like,
Tienes razón.
yeah, now it's like, all right, it's kind of becoming a part where it's like, you gotta accept it, you know?
Right. You gotta bring us into the
Yeah,
society.
you
because-
gotta, like-
and I gotta ask that porque I feel like they benefit, and I say they, like people que nos Mexicanos and shit, you
Yeah.
know, they benefit more from the Mexican or the Latino dollar than we do in our own space, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
right? How do you feel about that, man?
I mean, the greed, you know?
Yeah.
I see it's sad to say, you know what I mean? That's what it is.
But now you feel like it's do you feel like it's now it's our time to capitalize
Yeah.
on that shit and
If-
get our own, like, and keep it within our community?
it's been past time, you know what I mean? But now it's like, yeah, people are waking up like, wait, we are the we are the voice to this,
bro,
like we are the face to this, you know?
I trip out, fool, porque like now you go to like country shows, dog, and you see Latinos in there, bro, and you
Everywhere.
see a country singer paying homage to Vicente Fernandez. I can't remember the singer's name. Wally, we can get the name and put it on the screen in the bottom. It's a Texas a country singer, and he paid homage to Vicente Fernandez when he passed away, man. And it's kind of cool, dog. Our culture cannot be ignored, bro.
Nope.
And it's only gonna go
Que
further.
viva la raza, baby.
A huevo.
me.
You had your album Sin Fronteras. Before we get into that, man, you were signed to YG's label 400, right? How did you get from there to Prajín, where you're at now?
I mean, everything to me was like, I mean, you gotta understand, I've been doing this for a minute, you know what I mean?
Right.
So now, like, I already did all that, like, the 400 thing. That shit was tight. That shit was, you know, I went on my vacation, sad to say, got out. Cricket reached out to me and, like, he already had plans. That motherfucker was already quarterbacking this shit, you know? So, and to me, it was like, I've never done this, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh, this, like, I could do something over here that I haven't done in my career at all, you know? So it's like, it was perfect. It was perfect timing, you know?
Right.
And I mean, it's Mexican legends that I got to finally work with, so it's like,
We're gonna. I want to talk about that.
feel
Just
me?
to mention, you had Jorge Gamboa, el original de la Sierra,
Lupillo Rivera, so it's
güey.
like,
O sea,
come
está
on, man,
chingón,
I'm
güey.
cool.
Like, that's
I
fucking
can
dope,
kick
dog.
back now with a coffee and be like, I did this shit, homie. You know
No,
what I mean?
that's an accomplishment. Hell
Yeah,
yeah, fool.
hell
I mean,
yeah.
and especially going through the hard times that you went through, dog. I mean, you were locked up, dog. When did you get locked up, and how long were you locked up for?
It was a little vacation. I just went in there to work out, you know?
Este vato vacation.
Vacation, have phone sex. I mean, but other than that, got out, did my thing, you know, linked up with Cricket, Prahi Music, and then like, right here, we just, you know, doing
Was it difficult, man, estando adentro, o sea, tratando de hacer movidas, to try to make your moves from where you were at, bro? Was it difficult to do that shit, or like did people keep you down, or were you loved or hated?
I got love. I was loved in there. Like the homie showed love. Like COs were secret, low key fans. You know what I mean? But other than that, it was cool. Like I just
secretly taking pictures and shit.
They were fans on that motherfucker. But it was cool. I mean, it's Santa Barbara County. You know what I mean?
You got all the Maruchanes and shit, huh, dog?
I was getting love. You know.
That's what's up, bro. Because not a lot of people can say that. You know what I mean? Yo personalmente, yo he tenido familia que he estado in and out. You know what I mean? And it's not easy. And at some point, one of my family members actually told me that he'd much rather be in there than out here.
Yeah, well, se impone la gente, you know? You get institutionalized and shit, but... Yeah, nah, fuck all that, man. We out here now. We join.
You're making your moves, dog. You bust out. You're good. You got out earlier than expected as well.
Gracias
which
a Dios.
is a fucking blessing. Yes, it is, bro. And now you're on the right track, dog. Estaba escuchando tu album Sin Fronteras, que it's due out August 12th.
Yo.
It's on a Friday.
Everywhere.
Is it going to be at 9 p.m. or 12 p.m. or 12 a.m.?
It's usually 9 p.m. I'm not even... I mean, most times it's because of the time, you know? So,
right.
But it should be 9. I mean... I'm pretty sure Spotify will be 9 in all them. Like the ones that it gets pitched to first, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna be on there. I have Spotify. I've already I've heard the preview. I was rocking out to it, dog. And I say rocking
something
out porque
different, huh?
Wait, déjate digo. If you've heard Sadboy Loko's music before, it's totally different than what you've ever heard now. And I say new sound because it's something that we're gonna get into. Talk about how you meshed into that sound. But the sound, first off, la primera canción, güey, empiezas a cantar y they have you como en corrido.
Yeah.
Estás cantando un corrido con tu escuadra bien fajada y estaba haciendo video, fool, y es vestida la
I'm telling you, Cricket had me doing. He had already did this shit, planned it out, blueprinted it, and all, cause I just went in there like, we want to come into the studio, drop some shit. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking, I mean, if you know me, I'm gonna drop some gangster shit. I'm usually getting called into a studio. They need some local shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
No, hombre, con este güey. It was like corrido. I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm like,
So when you went in there, you were like, I'm just gonna trust this fool and shit, or like?
I mean, it's not even. It's just music, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I do this passionately. Like I like musically, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like to me, it's not even a jale. Like throw me in your studio, throw me whatever the fuck, te voy a sacar algo, you know?
So
like
if I take you right now and I put you in the studio, like, hey, ¿sabes qué, dude? I need something real quick. Just in putiza, like that's you work.
Yeah, quick.
How does your mind work like that, dog? Because you've been doing it. Fuck, were you a teenager when you started doing this shit?
Teenager. Young. I was young doing this. Like,
and I bet you your mind always worked different.
I would write poems, like, to be honest, like on some Tupac shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I was in camp writing poems and stuff like that. So, and then, I got out, my homies were doing this. So it's like, you start placing them on beats. Like, it's the same shit. It's just now writing every word to a bounce, like, you know? So
being such a, like, you know, back in the day, dog, it's kind of hard to be like to be how you are, you know, very, very, like, I don't want to say cholo and shit, you feel me? But, you know, on some cholo shit, bro. On some cholo shit, dog. It's not real cool to sometimes write some shit and then show your homies. Was there something that you was kind of like, los escondiste o qué rollo?
Like,
¿Cómo estaba el pedo?
If anything, they would be the ones like, nah, you should, come on, dog, bust out, rap, you know? Like at the party especially, like kickbacks. Bust the flow. It's like, no, wait, like, fuck, dog. Like, it's like something like, fuck, you just want me to flow at the end of the day. Turn around and just bust the flow.
So did your mind always work like that, or was the poetry and the music that you used to write kind of like a way out for you, a way to express yourself in a way to kind of therapeutically kind of get through your shit?
That was juvenile hot shit, you know, like, no tienes nada que hacer, you know? It was just, either you got to pay your attention to something, you know, you got to focus on something because all you got is time, so it's like, that's all I would do, just write poems or work out. So it was just, that's how little by little I got, you know what I mean, into it. And then, like I said, when I got out, my friends were doing music, so it just clicked in.
You're a very mentally strong person, dog, porque cualquier persona que hubiera pasado por eso at a very young age, and for you to pick writing and for you to continue that shit and to get you here, it's not something easy, dog. You're a special breed. You're a special type of person, dog.
Gotta take advantage.
You could you can take advantage of you or not know. You can give props to the cholo culture for making you like this, porque sometimes the cholo culture, dog, has a lot to do with, like, it's respectful and fucking and disciplined, dog. It's pinche disciplina. I bet you get up and you do fucking like 10 burpees, huh?
Gotta work out, maintenance.
That shit, dude, that shit is like, I can't do a fucking burpee, dog. Me caigo, I swear to God. 2 push-ups y ya valí madre.
You gotta get used to it.
Oh, man. I skateboard, though. I don't fucking, I don't look like I skateboard and shit, but I could ride a scoundrel tricks.
On some Tony Hawk shit?
Nah, tampoco, pero just a commute, bro. A veces, a little joint and shit, and just kind of take a skate down the river and shit, you feel me? Algo leve. Pero ya pasando...
Hasta que te des en la madre,
me he dado en la madre 3 veces, las tengo contaditas, bro. 3 times. One time, I fucking hit my chest so hard that every time I coughed for a week, it fucking hurt. So that shit sucked. But aside from that, though, you say you keep in shape, man. How often do you work out?
Daily. I try to do daily. If I skip one, I'll try to get it the second day and just go twice as hard,
You do burpees or no?
I mix it. I'll hit the weights first, and then I'll go and finish with burpees. Because
health is wealth, my friend. And I think you're on it, bro. And I think that's a part of you being a superstar now, bro. Porque that's something superstars do. They keep in shape, bro. You're on your shit. You're working. You're ready to go. Like right now, you came in, bro, and listo para trabajar. Si no se va a hacer eso, voy a hacer esto. Boom, 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 boom. Y vámonos recio. Stay productive on some shit, bro. Getting out of jail and stuff like that. Do you still go through some things where you feel like you kind of have to watch your back and shit like that, or is it something?
Nah, it's not even watching your back. It's just like you said, you're disciplined. So it's like. You're just aware of things now more, so it's like, just go move accordingly, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So do you have any musical influences growing up? What did you listen to? What inspired you? And is there an artist that you listen to still to this day that you would like to collaborate with?
I grew up on that East Sider shit, you know what I mean? I'd be lying if I said I didn't, like that Trady, the Goldilocks, Snoop,
yeah. Oh, that's my shit, dog.
Because I'm an East Sider, so
okay.
Like, back then there was no like nobody really that mentioning East Side on their music. It was all like West Side Connection and all that shit. So I wasn't bumping that, you know what I mean? I'm like, and this fool came around, it's like East Sider. I'm like,
come out and play it. That's a dope.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a great sound, man. I love that shit. I feel like some of that inspired you in your new album, Sin Fronteras, out August 12th.
Yeah.
Get it on all platforms, Apple Music, baby. Spotify, even on YouTube, dog. And you could even get it on Instagram and shit, probably. How you hit the link on the Instagram.
Everywhere.
Where can they find you on their social media, todo el rollo?
I mean, Sadboy Loko on everything. Instagram, you know what I mean? TikTok, all that bullshit. Twitter, same thing, todo. Like,
man, we're gonna get to the social media platform of that, but Rob, we were talking about the East Siders thing. You have a song in your album Sin Fronteras, Palm Trees. I think that's one of the songs that I think can be like a
brings
radio record. Yeah, it brings you back and could definitely be a radio record, dog. Yeah. And it's a very, very summer record también. It's like you gotta play that shit.
There's a few summer tracks on there. There's a Sunday.
There's a Sunday.
Never mind.
Hey man. Can I tell them how many songs are on there?
Yeah.
13 songs, which is way better than a lot of the some artists that put out like, not a lot of songs. Yeah. And I want to talk to you about that, bro. Was it your choice to put 13 songs on there, or did you want less?
There was more. There was more. I'm surprised. There was like 17 on there. I'm like, God damn, I almost did. Like double disc.
Cricket put him in the vault or what?
Cricket was smooth. He was smooth. He was just, here's another one. Well, ya cuando contamos, it was like 17. God damn. Double disc or what?
Bro, hey, that would have been dope. A double EP or something, it would have chingón ahí, güey.
Yeah, but it got down.
Palotra.
It got narrowed down, so it was like, 13 tracks.
13 tracks. How do you feel about the music nowadays, in the sense that mucha gente se enfoca, they focus on I just want to put out one song and just hit that shit and get a bunch of plays and get music, and they don't really worry about putting out quality.
I mean, cada quien que le dé su gas como se le da echa, you know what I mean? Whatever works for you works. I just rather give them content, like, so you don't just get tired of it. That one track's gonna get them tired eventually, so
yeah,
just give them a shitload of music para que se llenen, you know what I mean? then it's just you're good, and then drop another one back to back. You know,
Man, that's it's hard, but I don't think it's hard for you because you've been doing it since you were 16. You've been super on it, bro. And it's magical, dog, to see someone work like that. Not a lot of people can work like that. You definitely have a gift, bro, and no lo estás desperdiciando para nada.
You gotta take advantage of it. Everybody got a gift, just some people don't use it, you know, to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be one of them that could have, should have motherfuckers. I'd rather just do it now, you know?
And it's very good, though, that you're very open-minded también, porque mucha gente, especially in Cholo culture, dog, we get really into our ways, and we don't want to I don't want to listen to nobody, y fuck everything, and it's my way or the highway. And I know it can be that way with you, which is cool todavía, because you got to have that sense of, like, authority and shit, you know? But you're very open-minded in the sense that you're willing to evolve, dog. You're about growing.
Yeah,
you know, and you see that shit, dog. And most people say they get very se conforman, güey.
Yeah, I'm a businessman,
how do you stay motivated like that, fool?
It's just, I mean, if you ain't evolving from like your time from last year at this time, and then next year you're still at the same position that you were, you're not doing something right. You feel me? Because I mean, you're still in the same spot. I mean, you really want to like look forward 5 years y todavía estás haciendo las mismas pendejadas que estás haciendo ahorita.
Right.
Or you like look back and like, damn, but now look at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather look at my future bright than look at a dark past tunnel and shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, no, for sure, dog. And that's cool. A lot of people don't see that porque we're really, really into our phones, really into social media. I feel like we only have like that horse vision when they put those blinders on. I think that shit's a lot to blame, man. How do you deal this day and age with social media, being a dad, bro, and doing your music?
Social media is
What's up, guys? Are you tired of the same lame drinks, chips, and candy every time you go to the store when you get the munchies? Well, check out El Guaches Exotics and Smoke Shop. There you're gonna find drinks, chips, candies, cereals, and a whole bunch of other snacks for you to choose from. They're located in Maywood, okay? El Guaches at 6033 Atlantic Boulevard, Suite number 4. They're more than likely gonna satisfy your munchies and your cravings. Let them know that J9 from the Forever Up podcast sent you, because El Watch's mission is to bring you the world one snack at a time.
So, like, it's a distraction like a motherfucker, but because like sometimes I'll try to forget, but then like, oh shit, I gotta promote this, I gotta do this, you know? Craig could be on me or a fucking promoter for a show or something. Hey, you haven't posted the flyers.
Bro, I need you to do a dance on TikTok real quick,
so it's like,
for the music.
But I mean, for most part, it's like, I mean, nowadays it's business, you know? Even so you can do your whole job is in this motherfucker, basically.
Your whole life, bro.
Yeah,
It's
like,
tarjeta, güey. No pagas on tu phone, dog.
I lose my phone, I'm like, oh shit, that's money in there.
There's
like,
money in
I'll
there.
lose it, I'm like, I'm more on the account, like the shit that had the money in there, you know? Fuck social media, I'll get that back.
Man, you think it's really hard to keep up with social media? Do you think that do you think we're ever gonna get to a point where there's a new platform and it just stops? Like we're gonna get to a certain platform, like TikTok's like the limit right now. There's nothing else but TikTok, Instagram, y todo el rollo. You think there's gonna be more, or?
Yeah.
Fuck,
I mean,
how much more dancing can we do?
It's
dog?
evolving. Everything's evolving. Did you think there was gonna be all this? I mean, you gotta think back. At least when there was a chat line, you know?
Yeah. I was on the party line. I used to go into the chat rooms, AOL and shit.
Now you. Well, I think little kids, you can damn near get a hold of your cousin in a whole nother.
Well, we used to dream of talking to people through video. Remember? Like,
hola tía, ¿cómo está tía? You know, it's like a whole.
You still talk to your tía? You have family in Mexico?
Yeah.
You talk to them?
I'm about to go visit. I'll take a little vacay out there, you know.
¿De qué parte de México es tu familia?
Pops from Guanajuato y la jefa sinaloense.
Órale, I got my mom's from Guanajuato. And my dad's
my
from
pops is from out there, so I'm about to have some shows out there, so like, ya quedando ya, I'm gonna just stay out there for a little bit and just chill, you know.
¿Ya has ido para allá a ver shows o nada? This is your first time?
This is my first time. I just had a show in Tijuana. That shit was lit as fuck, man. La raza. Saludos out there.
It's otro pinche rollo, huh?
Oh man.
Oh, dude, that's dope.
I was only like doing an hour show. I think we did like damn near 2 hours. Ya estaba sudado. I came out like bañado.
Nomás porque te exigían.
Like, well, yeah, another one, otra. Like, oh, shit,
ya no tengo, cabrón.
ya
no hay.
Damn near.
Fuck yeah. And where do you plan to perform in Mexico besides Tijuana, Rosarito, todas esas áreas?
There's a bunch of shows out there, you know. I have them on my shit. Let me check them out exactly.
Because I'm planning on renewing my well, I'm not planning. I'm gonna renew my passport, full. And I've been wanting to go to Mexico. And I know there's a big fusion of artistas como Jera MX, está Alemán, Santa Fe.
August 28th, I got Jalisco, Guadalajara.
That's where I'm
September
going.
September 17th is Mexico City.
La capirucha.
October 7th, Puerto Vallarta, and October 29th is called Idaho, and then November 4th, Acapulco.
Acapulco. Órale, está chingón ahí. I haven't heard the word Acapulco in so long, bro. It's always Cancun or some other
like
shit.
Like I said,
you know?
this is a passion for me.
No, this is
like,
dope, bro.
When it comes to this, I'm on tourist mode. Ya nomás cuando tengo que trabajar, like sound check and all right, let's go do this. But other than that, man, I'm walking around turned up.
Hell yeah, bro. And you should, bro. You've made it
I'm enjoying life. I'm at the,
Tienes que...
part of my life when I'm just turned up,
man. Enjoying life, bro. Enjoying life. Life is too short not to enjoy, bro. Y de veras, de echarle ganas, cabrón. ¿Me entiendes? So, ya que vas para México y todo el rollo, do you plan on mixing, not mixing, but kind of meeting up con los artistas de México?
Yeah. I have like weeks break. Those are just the beginning of the dates. Some of them are extend like from the 7th to the 15th. Like I have breaks, so in between those times, I'm gonna be out there working with artists and stuff.
Órale. Any artists you want to mention?
I mean, there's a bunch of them out there que voy a estar. So it's like, I mean, mind you, I'm gonna be different city to city. So, like, hopefully, like artists stay allí, like, boom, pull up, vámonos, and darle gas. Because you know how artists are. Like, my schedule might be different than your schedule. So it's like, I can't be like, I'm gonna do a song with this vato, and al último este güey agarró una gira or something, you know what I mean? And then I'm over here like, no se hizo,
Otro vato dice, you know what, I gotta wrap a blunt at 4 o'clock. I can't do it, bro. No se puede, güey.
So mejor, when it happens, it happens.
Hey, ¿cómo se compara la gente? Porque I mean, you said it's a different rollo in Mexico when you perform. How does a vibe compare to the vibe out here in California, bro?
I mean,
when it comes to like the
my
party
shows,
shit,
my shows were like, I mean,
fucking lit.
Yeah, lit, man. Like this motherfuckers were something else, So it was just like, man, he's just vibing with them,
Yeah.
Like you're at a party with these people. Like you're just on stage. That's it. You're just on fucking stage. That's the only difference. But you're just turned up with them.
Turned up and shit, drinking tequila. What's your drink of choice?
I'm a Henny baby.
Okay.
I'm a Hennessy baby. I mean, I'll drink modelos here and there for the cruda, but with a michelada or something, get my shit back. But
I can't do michelada though. Nah. Like I gotta tell you, like, so it's not that a game that I play, but what's one thing that you don't like that's Mexican that will get your Mexican card taken away? Like there's gotta be one thing. Like there's people that don't like chile.
Nah, some people don't like tortillas. Like
what about you?
Like fuck no.
You like everything?
Shit, lo que caiga, frijoles.
A mí no me gusta el pinche ceviche.
No, ya valiste.
no me gusta el pinche ceviche, güey.
This motherfucker says no. Where's your card? I need your ID and your passport. Done.
Wait, I swear, You're
the manager.
I met a Haida in the industry that told me she didn't like tacos, bro. When she told me that shit, I felt the same fucking way, dog.
Well, I just felt disrespected.
No me gusta el ceviche, güey. But I'll have a caldo de camarón. Like, I just can't have that shit cold, bro.
Oh, now you're just picking and choosing. But I'll have one de camarón.
Un caldo de camarón. Caldo de camarón.
Same shit.
Different. I gotta heat it up, bro. I can't have that shit cold, man.
Me saliste pesado.
Hey, no, aparte del pinche peso, güey.
No, hombre. That's a new one right there. I don't like ceviche. Fuck, so how do you do it? All these Mexican,
it's fucking hard, bro. And I gotta deal with the fucking look, bro. That look of fucking like, me agüitaste, güey. Just like right now, I gotta deal with that shit.
I say some of my homies don't like it either, but it's cool. Usually I'm paying for shit, so it's like, fuck, you don't want seafood? Fuck, es lo más caro, güey. Agárrate tu pinche carne asada, whatever you're gonna get.
Chíngate tu carnita con arroz y frijoles, güey.
It's cool.
Chíngate tu birria, pues.
Yeah, bro.
What's your favorite Mexican dish, bro?
I like mariscos.
Mariscos, that's your shit. Mariscada.
Yeah, mariscos. Gosh, it's a bomb.
Órale.
Cóctel de camarón or some ceviche, you're good. Una cerveza, like the cerveza right there, that's where it's cool,
Órale. You like ¿te gustan mucho las micheladas o con una pinche cerveza así?
Una michelada fría de modelo.
A huevo tiene que ser modelo, no Pacífico, nada de esa madre, nada. Chinguen a su madre. When it comes to hard liquors, just a Hennessy, ¿no le pones al tequila o qué?
Hennessy and like I'll drink some scotch on some boss days, like just
some boss days. I'm more of a Jameson kind of guy, like Jameson.
You know what I mean? Like when I just want to chill,
Simón.
Just kick back on some scotch shit,
What do you do when you kick back, bro? Cuando no estás ocupado and shit,
Smoke,
¿qué haces?
Chill, Ahí nomás me la hago, you know.
Simon,
Kick
just
it.
kick it.
Yeah.
Where do you still live in Santa Barbara?
Yo.
And near Montecito or away from there?
Yeah, near Montecito.
Okay, near.
In the heart, baby.
Okay, I like that shit. Being from Santa Barbara, comparing Santa Maria than where you're at, because we were talking about that earlier.
Santa Maria got us on that. I give it to
Yeah.
them. Yes. Shout out to Santa Maria for that one. They got the tri-tip on lock over there.
My tío showed me how to do it, but es un pinche pedo, güey, con la leña
Yeah,
and all
over
that.
there
You gotta lower the grill and higher it and put your hand. I know how to make the garlic bread from scratch y todo el rollo and shit, pero es un pinche pedo.
Yeah, they
güey.
got that.
Pero that shit, una chulada de carne, dog. That shit is really, really good.
You gotta
bro.
go up there for that, you know. But
How do you guys do it in Santa Barbara? Is it different?
it's more like tri-tip. You're not gonna find it like that nutty, you know.
Right.
Like their status, no.
Nothing at all.
Puro lo fino on the beach or like Woody's type of shit, you know.
Being from Santa Barbara, did you go to the beach a lot? Is there a place where you know people from the east side kind of hang out and stuff at the beach?
The beach.
The
We got
locals.
the hood right there, you know, like typical, you know. hood shit.
Rentan barcos or no? You just kind of hang out and shit. No.
Nah, we kick it like in the hood, like the schools, you know.
Out there with the
hood
fucking with the button up and shit.
Yeah, playing handball and shit.
Low riding the barco and shit.
Yeah, lowrider's back now. Lowriding is back now, so it's like every Sunday, you know.
Oh, that's dope. Do you guys?
Sunday, fun day.
Is it a lot of oldies or is it mostly like a mixture of everything?
That's why I did them lowrider jams, you know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it just
yeah.
fill in the gaps right there, you know what I mean?
And then you know that shit got bumped too. That shit got bass,
yeah.
hella bass on that shit, man.
Yo.
Working aquí ya en Los Angeles con different artists. What's the LA sound like for you? You know, and how do you kind of like reach out to artists here if you want to work with them, bro? Like,
I mean, there's a lot of talent, so it's like.
is there anything one
Yeah.
in particular?
I mean, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of motherfuckers out there right now doing their thing, and like I said, Raza's up right now. So, I mean, ahorita que hay que darle gas to everybody, you know. Even
Yeah.
if you're not on tune right now, your time will come. Tú dale gas que te valga verga. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
At the time, don't let another man's shine dictate your shine, my boy. You know, your time will come. Tú dale gas, you know.
Tú échale
You know what I'm
gas,
saying?
hijo. I love that. That's one of the most like famous Mexican sayings, and one that really just kind of que te pone like, échale gas, güey, ponte pilas,
fuck,
cabrón.
yeah.
Like, let's fucking
You
go.
feel
Dog.
me?
Did your dad tell you that shit a lot cuando estabas morro and shit?
Oh, dang.
Ponte a trabajar, cabrón, échale gas, güey.
Oh yeah.
Was
Now
your
I
dad
take him
also-
to my shows, and he's just like, all right, yeah.
How good does that feel, bro? How like
I
on the
mean-
level of here to 1,000, dog, like, que chingón se siente like being able to take your parents and then kind of show them what
I
you
mean,
do.
I'm pretty sure he's like, fuck, glad I didn't use a condom or anything, you know? Feel me?
Qué bueno que no.
Que
no.
se la dejé caer.
Qué bueno, ¿sabes qué, güey? Sí, es cierto, güey. Qué bueno, bro. Porque cosas así pasan, güey. Por eso se dice que son bendiciones. Bro,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Gracias a
it's
Dios.
definitely a blessing,
Everything,
bro.
gracias a Dios, yeah.
You're very, eres bien, se nota que eres religioso, que eres muy de Dios. And that's dope. Who instilled that in you cuando estabas morro, like when you were little?
Well, I mean, it's not like, I mean, I'm not like all like that. Like,
No, I'm not
hugging
saying que me
onto a
vas a leer
Bible
la
and shit,
Biblia,
You know what I
no,
mean?
yeah,
With
yeah.
all due respect to the people that do, you know, but I mean, God's first. So, like, I mean, you know, like,
Yeah.
everything happens for a reason. So it's not like I don't believe in God. Nah, yeah, like, I pray, you know, I pray to minds, you know, so, like,
That came
shit,
from
like-
mom, from dad,
like,
or from like
so
abuelita?
it's just, I mean, to be lying to you is when you're doing time and you don't got a date, you're gonna pray, my boy. So se te pega, you know what I mean? You're not gonna do it when you're facing them four walls, my boy, you know? You're
that's
gonna
deep.
se te pega and now you're out here, well, acuérdate, you know? Acuérdate.
Se nota que te acordaste porque, dude,
You
you're
feel
doing
me?
it.
Te vas a acordar, you know?
Chingón.
So don't forget, because when you were facing them walls, estabas allí, órale.
Órale.
Hasta pudiste agarrar los huevos then, agárratelos now. Don't just do it because it's, you know, you're
Because
up.
when it's convenient.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, that's very deep, man, and that's good, bro. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing nowadays. I think it's just spirituality, dog. Yo creo
That's
que
why I
la
got that
gente-
good energy, you know what I mean?
You
no
do,
vas a-
bro. You came
like,
in
I don't-
super energy. Like, I was like, hell yeah, it feels
Yeah.
good. And Cricket came in too también a toda madre, ¿me entiendes? Like, it's really dope. It's a good vibe that what you guys have going on right now, man. Prajín, I think is a sound
Hell yeah.
that's very unique. It gave you a very good sound. And Sin Fronteras, August 12 on
August
all
12,
platforms, all
baby.
digital platforms. Check that shit out. Do you plan on making CDs and shit or not? You know, I
Mandatory,
wanna take it back to the days.
for
fool.
those
Just
collectible items, you know?
with that one little skinny piece of
Yeah.
paper and shit in the front. That's a
Yeah.
Sadboy Loko.
We'll do that. Some posters, no, para las viejas.
Man, ya que tienes ese sonido, I was talking to Cricket a little bit. He's been doing this for about 27 years, he says, ¿verdad? And I remember he was with he did help with the Aquid sound. And it was a very, you remember Aquid?
Yeah.
Aquid ha regresado con un nuevo sonido. I remember that shit. And it was very, very like, fuck, you know, at some point the momentum kind of stopped. And I don't think the world was ready for it. I think the world is ready for that sound now, and that sound has evolved, and I think you're a leader of that sound. And I think it's a really good sound, and I think it's fucking amazing what you're doing, bro, because this album, Sin Fronteras, that you have, bro, with the 13 songs, you kick it off with a corrido, Delirios with Jorge Gamboa. With Jorge Gamboa, fucking amazing,
Savage.
bro. I love
Salió
that shit.
pesado
Salió chingón,
compa.
güey. La canción que tienes con el original de la Sierra también.
Yeah.
That shit's
El Diablo.
dope. El Diablo,
Yeah.
and Cap G's on a couple
Cap
of them
G,
too.
YB.
The second song, no me acuerdo cómo se llama, but I know it was like a rock song, and it was really, really grungy, dog. And I think that sound fucking fits you, dog.
That song, look, trip out. That
What's
song
up?
only came out because we were in at the Cricket Lounge with this fool,
Simón.
and we were chilling and we were talking about like, man, I don't give a fuck. At the end, I did it all. I did gangster shit. I did fucking corridos. I did
Simón.
fucking you name it, trap, everything. I don't. And like the only thing que me falta is a rock jam, and then let's do it.
Así nomás, like.
Let's do it. Y salió, you know, a la brava.
Fuck yeah, dude. Te salió chingón.
That's something different.
I think your voice complements that flow very well because like you're very passionate. You love to do this shit.
Yeah.
Se te nota, bro. Like you can tell what when you speak and you enunciate and you spread your message, bro. Whatever it is that you're spreading, it's fucking pega.
Yeah,
Y te
gracias.
hace sentir de un pinche modo, güey, aunque la gente a lo mejor...
It turns you up, huh?
It turns you up, fool. Te motivas a madre, bro. Shit.
Yeah.
What's next on the resume? Motivational speaker, dog. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah. Well, you're already doing that. Can we talk a little bit about that?
I mean, look, it was a trip. Like when I was young, my probation officer basically took me to college to sign up. It was either get a job or fucking
Go to college,
vas
go,
a ir a la escuela,
Yeah,
which
Simón.
I was about to be 18, so it's like I was fresh out of high school, so
Right.
it's like drove me to college. I was literally taking my ID. Ahí estaba paradita and shit, like, oh shit, you know.
Paying for you.
Yeah, put your socks down. Oh, fuck, you know?
I gotta
Type
slow these
of
fools. I'm
shit,
down,
you know
eh?
what I
I'm
mean?
fucking
Like,
down, eh?
But yeah, well, it was a running start program
Right.
at Santa Barbara City College. Well, now years later, one of the workers there, one of the supervisors, reached out and, hey, you want to come and talk to the class,
youth,
you know, to the
right.
youth. So yeah, you know, I'm like, let's do this. When? Set the date. I'm there, you know. So I just pulled up and like gave him free game, you know, like got to talk to him and shit, let him know reality of life, you know.
What kind of game did you give them, bro?
I mean,
when you're locked up in there, like, what is it that you
I
think that
can-
you
like
want?
I
What did
said-
you want to hear when you were in there, you know?
I came out to like on some business shit, like LLC, corporate, get your money type of shit. You know what I mean? Like start using, take what they're giving you and then flip it and then get your money out of that motherfucker. You know, that's what they're doing to us, squeezing it. So órale, dale gas.
Dale gas.
So I'm telling them like all this, you know. So it's like, because you got to remember they're 18, turning 19, 20. So it's like that's the perfect time. You want to mold that into their heads because. At that time, they're just fresh off the books.
Yeah, they're ready to go, dog.
So
like,
it's
whatever.
like either you're fresh out there, like either you're gonna become now, all right, vas a valer verga, let's keep it 100, vas a valer verga, or you're gonna be successful.
Plain and simple. There's no
Plain
in
and
between, dog.
fucking simple.
There's no in
You know?
between, fool.
Once you
O sea,
once you're fresh out of high school, that's what it's gonna be. You're gonna either be successful or vas a valer verga.
Verga.
So it's like you can take this, or you can just go home like, oh, mom, there's a gangster that went and talked to us, and then I told them that, and they started laughing. I'm like, that's fine. But if you take what I'm giving you now, 1 or 2 years later from now, you're going to remember me like Sadboy Loko. Shout out to that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's just get your money. Fuck everything else. Make yourself a priority.
LLC, dog. Yeah. What do you recommend for someone who wins the lottery, dog? Like, how would you keep it? Like, can you
Invest.
Invest? Because they'll take your shit right away, man.
You got to have more than 6 ways of revenue to come in. You know, make yourself a fucking millionaire. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Just ways that your money's working for itself and you're just eating off that motherfucker, you know? Real estate. And nowadays, there's food trucks, everything can be, man, and even from a little, you can get your kids already into business, start them to do something, you know what I mean?
If you had a food truck, what kind of food truck would you have? Sadboy
Mariscos,
Sadboy Locos,
ceviche,
mariscos.
and all that good shit. You know?
Mariscos tristes or what?
Yeah,
dog?
feel me? Mama michelada and everything. On
Hell
some certain
yeah.
day, you get to catch me there para que lleguen todos y vámonos. Dale.
And then you got to buy a lot so that you own the lot, and then you can just post your lonchera there and make
chilling.
and then
Make
on the
money.
weekends rent that shit out for parking, dog.
Yeah, not
Because
even
like here in
that,
LA,
just
you make a
bring it
killing
to all
in
your
parking out
shows.
here, bro.
Bring it to all your shows. Yeah, you tienen que comer. Either that or you're gonna go to Jack in the Box.
We should come up with an idea. We have like a mobile parking lot, bro,
Feel me?
and bring it to places and just charge people to park and shit. That'd be fucking dope. Because sometimes you go end up places, and at least in LA, bro, I don't know how it is in Santa Barbara, but in Los Angeles, bro, when you're parking out here, you gotta read like 6 different signs and shit. Está cabrón, bro. It fucking sucks.
Everybody gotta eat.
Everybody gotta eat. You got neighbors outside waiting on the street, bro, just to save a parking spot, a public parking spot for their husband or wife to come home from work, because all the fucking, like, man, this shit sucks, fool. I don't know. Just don't buy a house in LA, dog.
Oh shit.
Don't buy a fucking house in LA unless you got a driveway and shit, you know. But if you plan on having 16 cars, va a estar cabrón.
Nah, I'm good. Un Lolo y un foreign, we're good. 2 foreigns, 2 Lolos and 1 foreign, we're good.
Con, Sin Fronteras, con ya que you were seeing like the rock version and shit, song number 2. Do you listen to rock? Is there any like rock artists
Not
that's like old
that,
school and shit?
Not like that. I'd be lying if I said I did. Nah, but I mean, like I said, I do this passionately, so it was like, let's do it. Like, fuck it, and we did it. You know, y salió, and it wasn't like it's just fucking hard. When you hear, you're gonna be turned the fuck up.
And I was, because it turned me up, and it got me thinking too as to like what else you can kind of add to that component. Porque I was talking to Cricket, and Cricket said something that I was already thinking. And I would have loved to have like heard a sound, or I would love to, even in the future, would love for you to collaborate with like Cypress Hill, like Sendog and Be Real, and do something like that, because they've done sounds like that. You know what I mean? They had their skull. I'm a big Cypress Hill fan, so they had their fucking their Skull and Bone CD, and one was like a rock version, and the other one was the hip hop version. So if you remember, they had the rock superstar and rap superstar version of those songs. Like, I think, fool, the way you sound, dog, and the way you're fucking versatile, bro, and that shit's amazing, and that's
Something
not
else.
You don't see that in a lot of Chicano rappers, dog. I'll tell you that shit right now, bro. So we gotta clap it up for that shit right there, man. That's a vibe, man. That's a hella vibe, shit, dude.
Sin Fronteras, baby.
Sin
August
Fronteras.
12, motherfuckers.
Everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music. Where you have a TikTok? What do you do on TikTok, bro? Do you dance and shit? Do you fucking
you won't
point?
catch me like that. I just read like my videos and stuff like that, you know.
That's
I'm
cool.
not really onto like
and that's
that,
cool,
you know?
man. I don't know how to use that shit.
Yeah.
I have one.
I
still don't even
I'm
know
not
how
on
to,
it like
I don't know
that,
how
so
to-
but I got to. I'm like I should be. In
Yeah,
reality,
like,
you know,
I don't know
but-
how to, I can't do that.
I don't know about all that, but
Shit, yo, mom, next time you come on the podcast or something, bro, which I hope you come back and visit us, dog.
next
for
time
real,
you guys
man.
have me,
Hell
I'm back.
yeah,
I'll be
fuck
back.
yeah, dude. Anytime, bro. You're more than welcome. Whenever you got something new, dog, this is your home. Cáile cuando tú quieras, homie,
Gracias,
for
gracias.
real. Lo que te quería decir, we'll probably we'll have some ceviche for you. You know what I mean? We'll have
For
a little
sure.
happy meal for me on the side and shit. You know.
that's where you can break it and take a bite on motherfucking camera.
Oh, first off, Sadboy Loko, thank you so much for stopping by the Forever Up podcast, bro. I really
Gracias.
appreciate you. Clap it up for Sadboy Loko. Like I said, please come back and visit us. And if there's anything else you want to say before you bounce up out of here, please let the camera know, let the people know.
The local baby, Brahim Music, Sin Fronteras, August 12th. Go get that motherfucker. Ya se la saben. Que viva la raza, baby.
Ah, well, let's get it, man. Thank you so much. Forever Up podcast, episode 8, the end of the season, man. Let's give it up one more time for Sadboy Loko.
Take the best for last.
Want to give a big shout out to El Watches. Also want to give a shout out to Hops and Barley and Carpe Diem for sponsoring the show today. We're going to be talking about these exotic snacks from El Watches in a little bit. So make sure to stay tuned. Link in the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe and like, comment, and notifications. I'm the homie J9, Sadboy Loko. Thank you so much. We're out of here, man. Peace.
So focused on what I got going on, you know. I ain't got no time, baby. I'm sorry. I ain't never had a silver spoon. Granny house on the couch in the living room. If you living what you rapping, then I'm feeling.